Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to look at anchor tags. I'm going to show you what anchor tags are and how they work and how you need them, or why you need them rather. So let's say you have a site, right? You want to link between different pages of the site, for example. So that's where anchor tags come in clutch. Like for example, now you have photography. If you look at the bottom left, you can see. Oh, you can't probably not see it. But if I click here now, it will take me to another page. You see now it has taken me to another page, right? So all these things now, that this one that is underlined here, this one, all these are links, right? And they are using anchor tags. So basically, if I click on it, it takes me to another page. If I click on it, it takes me to another page, right? That's what basically anchor tags do. That's what they do. They help you navigate between different pages. And today I'm going to show you how to implement that, how you can do that. Okay. So first of all, now in our code, remember we've done tables, right? If you're following our series, we've done tables, we've done attributes, we looked at some attributes, we've done lists, then we've done this one as well. So today I want to show you how to navigate between these tables so that from one table you can go to another table. So we're going to use the anchor tag to show you that. All right, so back to our code now. We're going to start from this index page, right? So inside our body now, let's just use another heading here, right? And then we're going to put our anchor tag, right? So here I'll use another H1 just for reference, or H2 just for reference, and just say navigation. Okay, sorry, just for reference. So here now to write your anchor tag, anchor starts with an A, so anchor tag is basically A, right? That's how you write your anchor tag. But if we do our anchor tag like this, because anchor tag is not a self-closing tag, you have to close it. So if we do an anchor tag like this, and let's say go to table, right? Our table is this one here on top, this one here, this is table. So we do an anchor tag like this and say go to table. Let me make this bigger and say go to table, right? And let's see the code. Okay, so you can see now, you see go to table. This is what we wrote, right? Go to table. So this is supposed to be the anchor tag to take us to table, but you notice now that when we click on it, nothing happens. Why? Because we have not included the attribute that will make the anchor tag work the way it's supposed to work, right? So I just want to show you that without the attribute it will not work. So let's go back to our code now. So what attribute do we add? The attribute that we add is href, right? Or you can call it hypertext reference. Some other people call it hyperlink. So it depends on what you want to call it. Okay. So now we want to link to table now. This table that is here. Now let's look at where table is. Remember we talked about relative URL and absolute URL, right? So now we're going to use relative because index now is here and table is also here, right? So we can simply say coming from this same position that index is, we can simply just say table.html. Now always remember to always include your file extension name. It's very important, right? So put table.html, we save it, and then we go to the browser. When we refresh, you see that it's now different. You notice now that it now has this underline is a default browser styling. You see it now. It now has this default stuff. So if I click on it, it will take me to table. Just watch this now. But there's nothing now to take us back to where we were before. Although I can press back here and it take us back, but we don't want to do that. We want to be able to click on something and then to take us back to this index page, right? So what we can do here now is come back to this place and then write our anchor tag here as well. You can see all these as well. All these are anchor tags. I think we've already done that. All these are anchor tags. But I want to add another one here so you just see it. Okay, so just using this pattern now, I can come here and say, and then here I just change here to list. I change here to list. So I come here now, I just change it to, let's say, go to list. Go list. You can basically write whatever you want as long as your users understand what you're trying to say and it makes sense, right? So I'll say go to list and come here now, and if I refresh, you now see it's go to list. If I click on this now, it takes us to the list where we did this image last time, remember. So that is that, right? So let me show you, what if you want to link to another external website, another page, let's say github.com or something, right? How do you do that? Let me show you now how you can do that. So if you come to the code, you come here, let me just, for example now, let's just copy this, come down here and say I want to go to GitHub, right? So let's say go to GitHub, right? So now this now will now be different because GitHub is not part of our project files. While linking to another site, we now have to use a protocol. We now have to use what you call your HTTP protocol, or you can use HTTPS protocol. Maybe later, I don't know whether we covered that already. You can check out my earlier videos, right? But I think I should have covered that already. So we're going to say HTTPS :/ then GitHub. We'll say github.com, right? So this should theoretically take us to GitHub, right? So I think HTTPS is basically hypertext transport protocol, and then S is for secure. Yeah, so you can call it a transfer protocol or a transport protocol, but usually they usually call it a transfer protocol, but sometimes people interchange and call it transport protocol. So we'll save this, which I've already done, and then go back here. I'll refresh, and then if I click on go to GitHub, you can now see it takes me directly to GitHub. So this is how you can use your anchor tags. But anyway, this is my GitHub account. You can feel free to follow. So this is my so it takes me to GitHub. Okay, so this is basically how you can do your anchor tags, right? So I'm going to give you an assignment. Try and do this, create it by yourself, have a couple of links or have a couple of HTML files and try to link between them, and let me know how it goes. Okay, you can hit me up on YouTube. You can also hit me up on Twitter at Ola_follower. And I don't know, let me know how it goes. If you have issues, let me know, and then let's talk about it. Also, leave a like, and you can subscribe if you have not subscribed, and share this video with other people that might be interested in it. So let's help grow the channel. And yeah, I've been Ola, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.